basically I will be coming with a whole different type of video today. So let's talk about spiritual awakening. So basically I recently had a spiritual awakening, and I have to say it was the most beautiful moment I ever had in my life besides having my son. So let's talk about it. Meditation. So basically I started meditating and experienced a lot of stuff happening around my surroundings. So I'm going to talk about what I felt when I was meditating. So when I started to meditate, basically when I closed my eyes, I just saw like different stuff, like swirly stuff. I asked to see a color, asked to see white, and asked for specifically a white dot, and I ended up seeing a white dot. Another thing, when I was meditating, I asked to see the color purple, and I ended up not seeing the color until so after I meditated, I rolled up a spliff and I lit it. So I'm smoking and I'm looking in the mirror and I see a purple flame, and I'm just like, so I'm looking at the spliff like, is this shit really purple? Like, no way. So I'm looking down at it like regular, and it looks regular, and I look back in the mirror and I'm smoking and it's purple. And I thought that was, pretty cool as well. Another thing, while I was meditating, I was just pretty much like going in to a really like calm like state of mind. Like I was just like really, really calm. And then once I got to that really calm, like wherever I was at, like I just felt pressure all in the middle of my forehead, all across my forehead, on the top of my head. I felt vibrations in my hand. So basically, when I started feeling those vibrations, like I automatically gotten scared, because I was just like, whoa, like that was just a feeling like I never felt before. Like I've been to yoga before, and when you do yoga and you sit there and they tell you to close your eyes and meditate, all those times I've been going to yoga, I haven't been actually like meditating, like actually trying to get to know my inner self, my inner spirit, like not what's on the outside, what's on the inside. So another thing that I experienced while meditating, another time that I meditated for a good like 10 minutes. Then I came out of the meditation and my son's nose was a little bit runny, so I started cleaning his nose. And so pretty much while I'm cleaning my son's nose, I hear somebody like call my name. Now the voice sounded like my grandmother, so I get up or whatever and I go into the living room. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, oh, you just called me? And she's like, no, I didn't call you. And I'm like, yo, you sure you didn't call me? She's like, no. I'm like, no, for real, did you call me? Because I was in the room and I got up, and that's the only reason why I left the room, because you called me. And she's like, no, I didn't call you. So I was just like, okay, well, yeah, like, and honestly, that is not the first time that's happened to me. It happened to me a couple of times. Like, well, recently, while I was in the shower, I heard someone say hi. And I was just like, what the hell? Like, just think. So basically, another experience I had was a few years ago. I want to say about like 5 years ago, I had this experience when I was in the shower and I had everything on. I had the sink on. I had the fan on. I had the window open. I had the steam on. And I was smoking a spliff. Now, I don't know too much about if I was just maybe hallucinating or maybe I was actually hearing something, but while I was smoking, I just heard my name being called, and it literally like freaked me the fuck out. Like, I literally heard my name being called. So yeah, that was another experience. Self-love is the best love, and then knowing that you're such a beautiful person is just the most beautiful feeling. Like, okay, so let's talk about mirror gazing. So when I started mirror gazing, I had an emotional moment. So I was looking in the mirror and just staring into my eyes and just watching all the things happen to my face. And basically, I just looked at myself and just saw how beautiful I was. And I got so emotional because, but yes, I got very emotional because I finally realized how beautiful I was. And if I ever told you I was beautiful, I was lying. Mirror gazing makes you look deep into your soul, your inner self, your spirit, not what's going on the outside. And I saw how beautiful I was. I saw the different faces that was going on with my face. And like, one moment I was happy, one moment I was upset. One moment I looked like a total different type of person. You never know, that could have been my past lives. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, I realized that the mirror is like a portal. The mirror takes you out of this matrix, this world that we're living in, and takes you to different dimensions. I want to say it's beautiful. The fact that my third eye is open is just makes me look at the world so freaking differently. Like, it's crazy. Like, the way I view certain situations now, and learning to forgive ones that hurt you, the ones that didn't deserve it. And you kind of just have to take that with a grain of salt. And I'm not gonna lie, I cried about it because even though I felt like these people didn't deserve forgiveness, even if it wasn't like, oh, I forgive you in your face, it's just more of a like a mental thing, a mental type of peace. You want to forgive. You don't want to forget, but you want to forgive. And that just makes you the stronger person. So I realized the way life is, and the way people move. And it's like you gotta accept it, man. Like, this is the matrix that we live in. Honestly, I advise everyone to meditate. I advise everyone to mirror gaze. I advise everybody to sun gaze. Those are the only 3 that I've been doing so far. I haven't moon gazed yet though, but it's a very blissful feeling. Like just a big ball of energy just being like put into your spirit. Like, so anyway, let's talk about sun gazing. So what I want to say about that is it's very relaxing. Honestly, sun gazing makes you feel like your body is being charged up. Like you're a plant and the sun is just pretty much beaming on you and you're getting all the light, all the goodness from the sun. Like you're a little plant and that's the sun. And when you sit there and you just meditate, everything is just so peaceful. I haven't sun gazed a lot. I sun gazed like twice because the sun hasn't been out, but I've been wanting the sun to be out, but it hasn't been out, unfortunately. But I feel like since I've been meditating, I'm just more peace at mind. Like a lot of little stuff just don't bother me anymore like it used to. And yeah, just focusing on myself and what I want to accomplish in life, and not wanting someone's approval, just doing what makes you happy, and just spreading positivity and loving those who love you. And sometimes you gotta pray for the ones who hate you. This is crazy world out here. I realized that I just want to be by myself. Like, I realized that you don't always have to go to people for problems. Like, you could find a solution within yourself. And that's all with meditating. And a lot of people don't do it, but I am woke. I am aware of what is going on. And yeah. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I actually want to do a story time on when I took psychedelics, and I had a bad trip. So yep. But yep, that is the ending of this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next time.
Eat smoke, take your time, it's a long dinner. Eat smoke, take your time, it's a long dinner. Eat smoke, take your time, it's a long dinner. Eat smoke, take your time, it's a long dinner.